Is it possible that humanity has been restored numerous times? Is it possible some type of secret society has been preserving human clones for the next reset of civilization? Think about Noah's Ark. Think about the Epic of Gilgamesh. Think about all these religions, all these sacred texts that have shown the Great Flood and somebody preserving DNA for the next reset.
What if I told you there's a private AI tech company secretly replacing people with AI clones so lifelike that no one even realizes their loved ones are gone? A highly secretive AI company called Synth has developed technology that can replicate someone's voice, mannerisms, and even personality with chilling accuracy. They aren't just making voice assistants or deep fakes. This company is abducting real people, using them as templates to create AI versions of them that seamlessly take over their lives, leaving family, friends, and colleagues completely unaware. Synth targets individuals who live alone, who have minimal social connections or travel often, people whose disappearance could be quietly covered up. Once someone is taken, the company's AI engineers create an AI clone that replicates the person's voice and personality so well that it can hold phone conversations and send texts to family and friends without raising suspicion.
I have been looking for this photo for a long time and I finally found it. Actual proof that there are organic humanoids that have been in use since 1938.
People ask me why their grandparents or great-grandparents never talked about the reset. Why don't they remember anything about it? Well, let me try to explain it. First, there were the Cabbage Patch Babies. Now, these weren't just toys, you see. They became a symbol of something much bigger, a massive repopulation effort after the reset. These babies, they weren't born the usual way. They were produced almost mechanically in large numbers and distributed through a cold, efficient system. Strange, isn't it? Brings to mind ideas like cloning, doesn't it? And maybe that's why today you see so many folks who just seem to go with the flow. No questions, no thinking. Did you know they say nearly half the population doesn't even have an internal monologue? Imagine that, living life with a quiet mind, just following along. Those babies, those orphan trains, they were shipped off along with abandoned children who had survived the reset, taken from their families, sent to faraway lands. Many ended up in America. And when they got there, they were given a new story, the official version of history. No elders left to tell them the truth. Nobody to remember how things used to be. It made them easier to control, you see. Easier to accept the new narrative.
Okay, I want to show you guys. Cloning is connected to the black goo now. It's all connected. Remember, the black goo is a self-replicating sentient technology. The clones on itself need some type of consciousness to take over so that the clone is functional, so their body can move. Whether it's through soul transfer of somebody else's consciousness, through REM sleep, or whether it's through some type of artificial intelligence.
The virus is extraterrestrial, been lying dormant underground in the form of an evolved pathogen. We know very little about it except that it was the original inhabitant of this planet.
A virus.
He told us it was biological warfare, a virus. Plague? Plague to end all plagues, Agent Mulder.
Without a vaccination, the only true survivors of the viral holocaust will be those immune to it, human alien clones. He allowed your sister to be abducted, to be taken to a cloning program for one reason.
So she will survive.
Black goo is a sentient life form. It has its own will to live. And if it gets into our body, it can actually wreak havoc. But it can also do things like rapidly clone. It was actually benevolent ETs that brought the black goo to Earth in the event that they needed to rapidly clone humans to repopulate the planet. But they knew it was a dangerous substance, so they left it in this cave on South Tule Island, where it would always be inert. It cannot be activated in freezing.
So a meteor crashed to Earth, but along with the biological building blocks on it, there
there was something else. An alien virus.
I believe there was a virus which thrived here prehistorically. I believe that virus infected early man and transformed his physiology.
Change him into something else.
Into an alien life form himself.
And what happened to these aliens?
They died in the last ice age 35,000 years ago.
And the virus?
It lay dormant, underground, until it surfaced once again during our current geologic period. The virus thrived underground in petroleum deposits, in black oil. It has sentience. It can think. It has the ability to communicate. And it communicated with the UFOs.
And the government knows this, too.
They salvaged various alien technology from them, and from their databanks, they learned of the alien plan to recolonize the Earth.
Is this all leading anywhere?
Yeah. The destruction of mankind.
I'll warn you once, Agent Mulder.
They kept it a dark secret. If it had gotten out, there would have been wild panic.
Mr. Skinner, are we finished?
No, there's a matter of Agent Scully's own abduction in 1994.
Abduction by whom?
By the military, working with the government conspirators, to develop a breed of human-alien hybrids that the aliens would use as a slave race.
What we're thinking of as aliens are they're extra-dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with. They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51. The disasters that are coming, the military, the government knows about them, and there's a lot of safe areas in this world that they could begin moving the population to now, aren't.
But they're not doing anything.
They want the major population centers wiped out so that the few that are left will be more easily controllable.
There is not a cause for alarm.
The first U.S. case has been detected.
Is urging its citizens not to travel abroad as it struggles to contain the virus.
We will be standing up Christmas Island as a quarantine area.
Foreign nationals coming from China are now banned from entering the country.
Ability to depopulate the planet, to kill everyone but the chosen.
By tampering with their DNA, alien DNA. Mixed with our DNA.
We are both protected, Dana.
Reports of deaths, soldiers from anthrax, and the elderly all succumbing to infections because of immune systems that have been depleted or disappeared. New reports that microwave radiation is also being used as a trigger.
We'll simply ban it.
Does the virus remove the ADA gene?
A process called CRISPR-Cas.
CRISPR-Cas9. RNA and a protein cutting genes at exact locations.
Exactly.
Breaking news of hospitals being overrun and temporary shelters filling up.
To an epidemic of flu and bacterial diseases. A systematic spreading of a substance that triggers a genetic response.
And this is where Morgellons disease comes from. I've done a lot on this in my 5G video of the black goo and the mRNA, but basically these black fibers made out of these molecules of graphene or black goo come together and form a weaving or a knotting, which forms these blood clots everyone's finding in their bodies. It's forming these vril